What's up, Salsa Bros? Today we have Green Mountain Gringo All Natural Hot Salsa. It says this salsa is made with serrano and jalapeno peppers, and it has no preservatives. It's 100% natural. So let's get into this one. For price, to be honest, I forgot what I paid. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll update you on that one. Let's get into it. All right, let's start off with aroma. That smells like a lot like green peppers and onions. Like those are the main two smells I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting like heavy green peppers and onions. Almost like, and it smells kind of fresh, like if you were cutting up green peppers and onions, like right on a cutting board. That's the kind of smell I'm getting from this one. You know, when I give a score 1 out of 10 of thickness, that doesn't really do it justice and chunkiness, because that kind of makes it sound like the thicker and chunkier salsas are just inherently better, when that's not necessarily the case. I mean, there's a lot of smooth salsas that are very good, and if anything, that's kind of more the traditional style of salsas to begin with. So in order to convey that information to you, though, about how thick or chunky these salsas are going to be, I'm going to start doing some close-up shots of the salsa pour so you guys can see for yourself. Yeah, so as you can see now, better with this close-up shot, is that this is a pretty chunky salsa. You can visibly see chunks of it. And there's a green pepper, tomato, and it's got a pretty good thicker consistency to it. So that's that, right? Now you get a closer look at how chunky the salsa is without kind of giving a biased score, which, you know, when you give it a closer score to 10, it makes you think it's a better salsa, which isn't necessarily true. Personally, I like chunky salsas. I also like smooth salsas. It really depends on the individual salsa that I'm having at that time and what I'm actually eating it for. Let's get into the first dip. Tasting a little bit of heat right off the bat. Actually impressed. Get a little bit of spiciness. That first bite you can kind of... I like that. I think that's a good amount of heat for a commercial hot salsa. I think this is a good example of a mainstream hot. You know, it's really, it's got some heat to it. It's got some spice to it, but it's not overwhelming. I think that a lot of people could enjoy it, right? If they want something with a little spice to it, they can enjoy this level of heat, and it's not overwhelming, right? I like it. I think this one actually lives up to the hot name. Some of the other ones I've done that have said hot, I think they at least need to get to this level of heat before they can really say they're hot. For heat, I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 based on the other salsas that I've done. I think this is a good 7.5 level for heat. Let's talk about flavor. I'm liking this one for flavor too. It's really chunky, so you're getting a lot of good texture. It's got a balanced flavor of onions, peppers, tomatoes. You get actually a good strong tomato flavor when you're biting into it. It does have cilantro in it, so you get a little bit of cilantro. So for some of you that don't like cilantro, this might not be for you. But for me, it's really well balanced, and the thickness is just right, and the consistency, it's really satisfying. I'm gonna have to pour some more because I'm actually eating this salsa more than I'm reviewing it. I'm gonna give this one a solid 8 on flavor. You know, I like it. The consistency is good, the texture is good. It's got a well balance of all the different peppers. I can taste the peppers a little bit. I'm getting some spice to it. You know, and the fact that it doesn't have preservatives or anything else like that, I mean, it definitely alludes to like a more fresh taste, right? I don't know how much of that is perceived and how much of that is actual, but you know, you kind of feel good about it, right? That it's, you know, it's fresh and you're not eating all the preservatives that, you know, may or may not be bad for your health. This is a good one though. You know, it's kind of unassuming. Like when I first picked it up, you know, it kind of looks like a regular plain kind of salsa. Nothing crazy going on with the label, but it gets the job done, you know, especially for just eating chips and salsa. You know, this is a good one. It's got enough texture and it's got enough complexity of the flavor to really kind of keep you interested. Yeah, so for this one, you know, I really do like this salsa, and the more I eat it, the more I like it. And like I said, I mean, it's got no preservatives in it. It's all natural ingredients. They've got 0 added grams of sugar, which I really like. It's kind of harder to find in salsas these days. A lot of them, you know, commercial store-bought salsas are going to add sugar into it, try to make their product taste better. This one's good. You know, I'm going to buy this one again. So I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10, Salsa Bro Score. Yeah, so I really like this one, and this one was actually recommended to me by one of my viewers. I appreciate that, thank you. Put the comment right here, and yeah, this is a good one. So I'm not sure, when I read your comment, I wasn't sure if you had this salsa before, or just one that you thought I should try, but I like this one, it's good, it's right up my alley, so thank you. Thanks for watching.